We've discussed it so many times in the past. Working a nanny position is not like any other job, especially when it comes to breaks. How are you supposed to take a break when the children can never be left alone? If you work in an office or another position, you walk away from your desk for an hour, you go out for lunch, you go for a walk, you watch Instagram reels, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. That time is yours. But as a nanny, the children are not safe when you leave them. So how could you possibly get a break? We're gonna go over some solutions and options today. If we haven't met before, I'm Michelle Kelsey, founder of the Nanny Solution by Nannies on Call. Each week, I bring you a new video to educate and inspire you to get better jobs and make more money. Let's see how you can get a break at your nanny position. I think the easiest way to break this down is by age of child. The first group would be babies who are still napping or young children who are still napping. I know my kids stopped napping between 2 and 3. That seems to be the general timeline, but that will vary depending on the children you work for. If the children are still napping, that gives you the opportunity to have a guilt-free break. You deserve time to yourself to eat, have downtime, do what you like, just like any other position. This is something that you should talk to the family about when you first start working for them, when you're creating the contract, that the expectation is that you will get 30 minutes to take a break every day when the children are napping. Obviously, you can't leave the house, so it's not a full break, and you should be paid for this time because it's not a full break and you're not totally off. You are on call if the children wake up or there's an emergency. But that doesn't mean you can't take some time to yourself. Eat your snack, have some lunch, scroll Instagram reels, read a book, whatever quiet time you can have in that household while the child's napping, you are entitled to. The next group, I think, is the hardest group. That is the toddler group or the preschool group. So before they go off to school full time. You do not get a break with these children. Everyone knows it. These kids are full on, they're playing, they're active, they're go, go, go. That doesn't mean they don't need some quiet time. If you can schedule some quiet time during the day where the children are able to play in their rooms quietly, play with blocks while you sit on the couch, do a craft, whatever it is that those children like to do that is quiet time, reading to themselves, gives you a bit of downtime. Again, this group is the hardest, so having 30 minutes for you to have uninterrupted is unlikely, but you should still get guilt-free time to have a break, decompress, and get some of your sanity back. Back to an easier group, the school-age children. If you work with school-age children, chances are you're dropping them off at school and then coming back to more of a household manager job. If that's the case, then there is time during the day away from the children where you can take a break and you should be entitled to that time. Again, whatever you want to do, and in this case, when the kids are at school, you may be able to leave the home, go for a walk, go to the store, get your lunch at a restaurant. This is the easiest group to get a break with because the children aren't with you and you're not on call all the time. I just think it's important for nannies to realize they are entitled to breaks, they are entitled to downtime, and they need to be paid for that time. These are all things you should discuss with the family when you first get hired so they understand the expectations and that you will be paid for that time. I do have this other video I'll put over here on how to negotiate your contract. That should give you some other tips on things to talk about when you're talking to families about first getting hired. I hope that helps. And let me know if you have any other feedback on how you take your break at work. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.